Hi, this is Chidi Kali, the money man, the real estate investor, the real estate developer, the property man also. I like talking about money because I want to attract more money in my life and I don't know about you. If you have been considering becoming understand the difference between the poor and the rich. Why is it that the rich and the poor are so different? In Nigeria, we refer to the poor as the masses. In Nigeria, while we refer to the rich as the rich, the big guys, the people who have all, what they want. 90% of the funds of Nigeria actually goes to this 5% who are actually rich. So what mentality will differentiate you from the poor people or the masses, people who depend on government on a daily basis, and you who is going to be in the top class of the rich? Now, today I'm going to be discussing the difference between the rich and the poor, how you can take advantage of money opportunity with the right mentality to cater for you and your future. What are the right mentality that you need to possess for you to win in life? What are the right mentality that is required for you to be able to build serious cash flow in your life, for you to take advantage of money opportunities on a daily basis? I remember many years ago, because I've not actually gotten the money perspective right, I was poor, broke, and bitter. I only see every other person who is rich like somebody who stole to become rich, or probably who is too greedy and too adventurous, or probably maybe too ambitious that is able to make success out of his life. So what do? I will always complain. I will always talk ill of those kind of people. Why? Because I wasn't actually rich. I wasn't poor. I was poor. I was bitter. Now, for you to take advantage of opportunity, you need to have a new set of mentality. The mentality that makes you rich is different from the mentality of the poor. If you want to take advantage of opportunity, you must be uncomfortable with certain mentality, and certain things will set you differently from the poor. So for you to be able to maximize the opportunity, because somebody will always say, there is money everywhere if you can think right. The way that they are, you'll be able to see differently from the way the rest of the people who are called average, who are called masses, they see things. So how do I take advantage of the money opportunities that are available? There is abundance everywhere if I can think right. There is a lot of money to go around. Now, my friend, where we had the recording yesterday, made a statement. They made a very startling statement. The economy is not your problem. The economy has always been there before you came. The economy has always been in existence before you were born. Now, the economy is not what you can change. You can only change your perspective towards the economy. You can only change your attitude towards the economy. You can only do something successful with your life if you change your perspective to life. So what are the mentality that you need to change for money to flow in your direction? What are the right attitudes for you to possess for money to flow in your direction? A lot of people do not possess the right attitude, and that is why they are always broke. That is why they are more called, and they are actually called the disadvantaged. Why? Because they do not understand how money works. So I'm going to just describe the difference between the rich and the poor, and I hope you will join in with me. First of all, the way the rich play the money game is different from the way the poor play the money game. Number one, the poor play the money game to survive. The rich play the money game to what? To be free. The poor play the money game to survive. The rich play the money game to be free. So when you get a job, probably maybe you get a job, you are trying to survive. Maybe that makes you a poor individual. That's a poor mindset. That's a poor mentality. That is an attitude of the poor. But when you get a job, what are you getting a job for? You are getting a job to be what? To be free if you are a rich person, if you have a rich mentality. Don't also forget that a poor man is a product of a poor mind, while a rich man is a product of a rich mind. So what you need to take advantage of on a regular basis is to take advantage of your mentality, your attitude. And your attitude is a result of your choice. The choice you make on a daily basis determines the flow of cash into your life. So for me now, what kind of game am I playing? What is the money game that I'm playing on a daily basis? Am I playing the money game to survive, or am I playing the money game to be free? Yes, people say, oh, go get a job and all of that. But why am I getting the job? The essence of the job is more important than the job itself. It is not the job per se, it is the purpose of the job that I have. So a lot of people go for jobs, but they are not interested in the purpose. They are not interested, they are not focusing on income. They are not focusing on the result that the job is going to give them over time. Am I doing this just to be able to meet ends meet? Because if you're doing it to meet ends meet, what will happen? You always work 9 to 5 on a regular basis. But if you are doing it for a particular purpose, what does it do is that you can walk around the clock. Why? Because you are doing it to be free. So the rich do not have a particular timetable for which they should work. What they rather do is that they have what we call a routine that they keep on a regular basis, and that routine lasts throughout the entire day. So it is not that they do work maybe because they do work because of they want to just maybe survive the day. They do it because they actually want to be free. Why? Because they want to be free doing the things that they dream about. They want to be free doing the things, living with people that they love, spending more time with people that they love, spending more time with their families, friends, and neighbors, helping other people, doing charitable works and all of that. They want to be free to be able to do that. But you know what? You have to be free to be able to do that. So the purpose for which you have gone for that thing that you're currently doing now, we actually define the ultimate reasons why you're doing it and determine the rate of cash in your life. So the number one difference is that the poor play the money game to survive. The rich play the money game what to be free. The other second one is that the poor want money. Everybody wants money, but the rich are committed to what? To collecting money. The poor want money, but the rich are committed to what? To collecting money. Now there is abundance everywhere. Your job in life is to know how to collect it. So the rich make sure and are committed to ensuring that they are money collectors. They are not just people who just move around the street and going for jobs. They know how to generate revenue. They are revenue generators. They understand the mindset of collecting money on a regular basis, and that is the mindset that keeps them going on a daily basis. A lot of people don't like sales job. A lot of people don't like are not inspired. They want administrative job. They want finance job. They want operational job. But you know what? Every job that you do is useless if it is not about collecting money. Any job that you are doing is useless. Why? Because it is sales that pays the job that makes every other job to make sense. If there is no income, if you are not generating income in your life, what you are doing is that you are not concentrating advancing your life. So one of the things that the rich are committed to do is that they are committed to collecting money. Now I am collecting money so that I can be free. Why the poor want money? You don't get money because you want money. You get money because you know how to collect money. So that is the difference. The poor want money, but they are not committed to collecting money. If I ask, maybe I've heard somebody say, oh, you know what, I've been jobless for the past 5 years. And I'm like wondering, why are you jobless for the past 5 years? Why? Because that person wants a job, but it's not committed. He says, okay, and he says, you know what, the kind of job that I'm seeing at the job is the job of a salesman. So why don't you want to become a salesman? Because I just don't want to become a salesman. Why? So that person ends up for 5 years, is broke, is bitter, he complains about the government, he's dependent on the government, he wants the government to change policy for him so that they can raise the minimum wage in Nigeria and all of that. But you know what? He's not committed to collecting money. It is those who are committed to collecting money that eventually become rich and free. So the poor want money, but they are not committed to collecting money, while the rich are committed to collecting money. That is the major difference. Now the poor sees problem, the rich see income. The poor sees what problem, the rich sees income. Now when people come to me with problems, what do I see? I see money. Because why? Money is an opportunity. Money is a necessary retreat for everyday living. Reason why? Because the more problems we can solve, the more solution, the more income that can come our way. So a lot of people see problems, for example, they see problem maybe in the housing deficit. They say it's a big problem. Government should be able to do housing supply. But certain people now begin to see it as income, and what do? They migrate into that kind of into that industry. And before you know it, you begin to have influx of young millionaires within the industry. Why? Because they are able to convert problems into income. That is the rich mentality. So I don't just dwell on problems as an individual. What do? What are the income that can be generated from this problem? Now, how do I make sure that I solve this problem so that I can monetize this solution that this problem is bringing out. So that is what the rich are always thinking on every time. If there is no problem, there is no income. The reason why you are employed where you currently are is because there's a problem in that organization. There's a problem that the company wants you to solve, and that is why they are monetizing the solution that you are going to solve. So if every day you show up and you are not solving the problem, what happens is that you are not going to increase your financial status within that industry that you're operating in. So a lot of people want money, but they are seeing problem. They are seeing problems on a daily basis. They are seeing problems as problems instead of them seeing problems as income. So for you to be able to translate from poor to rich, what you must do is that you must be able to see problems as income, not problem as problem. You need to be able to change your orientation. So when there are problems, what do you see? You begin to see income. You begin to see the flow of cash coming to your life. The more problems you can solve, the more income that comes your way. The more problems you can solve, the more income that comes your way. The richest people in the world are not just rich because they are rich, because they want to be rich. They are rich because they can solve the biggest problems in the world. So what problems are you ready to solve? You want income to flow in your direction. What problems are you ready to solve? What problems are you currently solving today? A lot of people want money today. They are broke, but they are not looking at solving problems. So what do? They become dependent on other people. They become angry at the society. They become angry at the economy. They become angry at politicians. They become angry at people around them. They become angry to their parents because their parents never sent them to the right school. That is their mindset. They become angry because their parents only built one house, or their parents lived as the tenant all the days of their life. So they are angry at society instead of them angry at their situation. Am I seeing this as an opportunity to grow? Am I just seeing this as an opportunity as a risk? So some people want to do certain things. Oh, it's too risky. I don't want to do it. Some people want to do certain things. Some people want to become, instead of them becoming adventurous. That is one of the things. You find out that the ways of the rich are different from the ways of the poor. Why? Because the poor are not adventurous. They all don't know how to go for what they want. But the rich know how to go on a daily basis for what exactly that they want. Oh, it is raining today, I'm going to catch cold. But the rich is saying, no, it is not raining today. The weather just changed. I'm going out into the field to collect my money. So the difference between the poor and the rich is because the poor sees risk, the rich see growth. Are you seeing an opportunity for you to grow in an area where you are, maybe in the kind of area where you're going to acquire new skills? Or are you seeing risk? You know what, things are not going to work for me. So let me just situate myself in my comfort zone. Let me just do what I'm comfortable doing. But people who are rich go the extra mile. They try to stretch themselves. They try to hustle more. They think like immigrants. They hustle like they have like divinity is behind them. They try to make nature conspire to help them. Why? Because they are seeing growth on a daily basis. Whatever you want to do in life is possible if you can think of growth on a daily basis. So when I come out on a daily basis, I'm seeing an opportunity to grow. I'm not seeing risk. Why? Because waking up is risky. Everything you do is risky. But you know what? You can convert your risk to growth if you begin to change your mentality. So don't see don't see risk anymore. Start seeing growth. Start seeing an opportunity for you to grow, but in a region for you to change your economy, an opportunity for you to be adventurous, an opportunity for you to be ambitious. One of the things I realize is that the poor are dreamers, the rich are ambitious. The poor are dreamers, the rich are ambitious. When you dream, you fantasize a lot of things. But you know what? When you are ambitious, you go for exactly for what you want. I don't want a team player. I want somebody who can aspire to become the team leader. I don't want somebody who wants a job. I want somebody who will aspire to become my partner. I don't want somebody who will just be smart. I want somebody who will be ambitious. I want somebody who can go for exactly for what he wants. But you know what? Every one of us wants to remain in our comfort zone. Because why? Going out of the comfort zone is very risky. But you know what? For the rich, they are ambitious. Because going out for what they want is much more important. Now the other one, the fifth one, is that the poor work hard for money. The rich have their money work hard for them. Now, some people say, oh, you know what, since I am earning a job, I cannot be free. So you know what, I cannot become rich just by working. That is not true. You need to be able to understand this, that first of all, you need income in your life. You need to be able to work. You need to get a job first. If, for example, maybe you are not a business owner, you need to get a job first. You need to go for something that has income possibility. You need to go get a job. If you don't have a job in whatever field, get a job in sales. There are many sales jobs everywhere. You cannot be jobless when you are thinking of sales on a regular basis. So what do? You take advantage. You increase your income. As you increase your income, what happens? As you go from income, what do? You take out some for survival. You take out some for freedom. So what the rich does is that they're able to take out some part of their money. They take out some part of their money for what? They do some part of their money for what? They take part of money to keep their body and soul together. What then do they do? They take some part again. They reinvest that money into their freedom. So what are you doing regularly? So what the rich do is that they make their money to work hard for them. So they take something part of their money, certain part of their income. What they do? They push it into something that will give them freedom. They push it into something that will give them time. They push it into something that make them to buy time in the future. Why? Because they are considering their future. So the poor are just working hard for money. They work hard so that they can get the paycheck. But the rich are getting paid, like are working hard so that they can work, they can be free, so that so that money can work hard for them. So what are you doing? So when you get your maybe your paycheck at the end of the month, how do you differentiate it? Do you put some part for survival, or do you also do and you put some other part for what? For freedom? But people are not investing. They are not putting their money, certain things into certain portfolios. They are not taking advantage of investment opportunity. They are not investing in real estate. They are not investing in maybe new businesses. They are not investing in opportunities that are around them on a regular basis. I say this to you: if you work probably in a telecommunication company right now as we speak, if you are laid off, what will sustain you over time? So you need to be wiser than your situation. By doing what? By taking advantage of the economy that you are building for yourself, by taking a certain aspect of your fund and investing it into something that will give you, that will be able to sustain you over time. Because you know what? Statistics say that 80% of the people currently working in Nigeria, when they get to the age of 60 or 65, they will be broke and they will be penniless. Why should you change? One of the ways to change that statistics in your favor is to start taking some part of the funds that you have and investing for your freedom, for your financial freedom. So the sixth one is that the poor do things for emotional reason. The rich do things for economic reason. They do things because it makes economic sense, not because it makes emotional sense. First of all, one of the many differences, a lot of people say, you know what, I want to own my own house. So what they do is that they work all the days of their lives and they use their lifetime investment to build a house. That is a great achievement. But you know what, the poor think differently. What they don't do is that they're not trying to become landlords. They try to become investors. So what do? They work all the day. They take some part of their life investment. What do? They push it into an investment project that can give them rental income. While the poor is thinking of owning a house that they can live in. So the house becomes a liability. It is not paying them. Why for the rich? The house becomes what? An asset that pays in and is able to use that again to augment his life and all of that. So what do? The poor do things for emotional reason. The rich do things for economic reason. You need to be economically. You need to think in terms of the economic value that you're going to be generating on a regular basis, instead of you doing things for emotional reason. A lot of people are doing things for emotional reason rather than doing things for economic reason. Does it make sense financially? Does it make sense? Not because it makes sense, because you know what? A lot of people. One of the things I've also realized that the biggest hashtag in Nigeria is TGIF. So some people work for Fridays and weekends, whereas the rich work for their freedom. So one of the things is that so that the weekend will just go, then Monday will start all over again. Why the rich act differently? They do things because of what? Because it makes economic sense, not because it makes emotional sense. So a lot of people work Monday to Friday, and by 4 p.m. they are shut down. Even by 12 p.m. on Friday, they are already shut down. Why? Because they are thinking in terms of economic reason, emotional reason, instead of thinking of in terms of economic reason. So the seventh one, which is the last one, is that the poor focus on administration. The rich focus on revenue collection. The poor focus on administration. The rich focus on revenue collection. Who is a revenue collector? There's a man in the Bible referred to as Zacchaeus. He was a revenue collector, a tax collector. He was one of those that Jesus went to meet in his house. There are many people that you want maybe people to come to you. You want to be attractive to people, but you are thinking in terms of administration instead of you thinking in terms of revenue. Revenue is what makes people attracted to you. You need to be attractive to people. You need to be able to attract it to people. And one of the things is that when you think in terms of revenue, the people who do not put ceiling to their own economy, people who focus on their own economy, hustle for revenue. While people who work, maybe who are poor, hustle for administration. What are you going to be administrating if revenue is not coming in? So people who, especially managers, a manager who focuses on administration, try to set up a system, making sure that the system is working, making sure that everybody is coming early to work, making sure that everything is working fine, making sure that if money isn't coming in, you are not a good manager. The best of managers are the people who understand the flow of revenue or the flow of cash in their lives. So what are you focusing on a regular basis? Are you focusing on income? Are you focusing on revenue? Are you focusing on sales? Are you thinking differently? Are you thinking of freedom? Are you thinking of collecting money? Are you thinking of income and growth? Are you thinking of making money work hard for you? That is the way of the rich. That is the mindset of the rich. That is the attitude and the choice that the rich make on a daily basis. For you to define your life, you must define your life on the platform of the mentality of the rich. I hope you have been enjoying this episode of the program. This has been packaged to you, brought to you by Pink, and we want to be able to. If you want to connect with us, I would like you to subscribe to our YouTube channel to be part of our to be part of our community. Enjoy some of our videos, upload some of them, or download some of them, so that you can watch them at your leisure. If you also want to partner with me on some of our projects that we're running, maybe you want to also invest with me and make money work for you, making sure that money works for you. One of the things to do is that you need to be able to take advantage of opportunity as they come. You need to be able to invest with me. One of the things we also highlighted is that we also have a 5-year-old retirement plan for many people. If you want a retirement plan in your life, maybe you want a 5-year, you want maybe to retire within the next 5 years, there are opportunities with about 5 million naira. You can take advantage of opportunities within our space. Now, if you also want to take advantage of the opportunity that we also have, probably also in terms of maybe guaranteed also retirement plan, and also be able to enjoy rental income on a regular basis with about 200,000 naira, you can be part of our community. What you just need to do is to call the numbers that are currently scrolling on the screen now to be part of our community, or even visit the website that you are currently seeing. Now, you can also make money work for you by also investing with us, because you don't necessarily have to do the job. You are doing that as a part-time investor. Till I come your way again next time, go become rich, stay rich and free. God bless you. Adios.